Once upon a time, in a dense, ancient forest filled with towering trees and whispering winds, there lived a raven named Corvus. Corvus wasn't like the other birds. While the sparrows sang cheerful songs and the eagles soared majestically, Corvus was often alone, contemplating the world from the highest branches. He had jet-black feathers that shimmered in the sunlight, and his eyes were sharp and piercing, reflecting the wisdom of ages. Once upon a time, in a dense, but despite his keen mind and strong wings, Corvus felt a deep sadness within. He saw the world in all its beauty, but he also saw its darkness, the suffering, the pain, and the injustices that others seemed to overlook. This burden weighed heavily on his heart. One day, as Corvus sat on his favorite perch, watching the world below, a wise old owl named Athena flew by. Noticing Corvus's sorrowful gaze, Athena perched beside him. One day, as Corvus sat on his favorite perch, watching the world below, a wise old owl named Athena flew by. Noticing Corvus's sorrowful gaze, Athena perched beside him. "Why do you look so sad?" young raven Athena asked, her voice gentle and soothing. Corvus sighed deeply. "I see so much suffering in the world, Athena. I see animals struggling to survive, trees being cut down, and the river growing polluted. I see others living happily, unaware of the pain around them. It all feels so overwhelming." Athena nodded knowingly. "It is true that the world has its share of sorrow, but have you ever asked yourself why you, in particular, see these things?" Corvus tilted his head in curiosity. "What do you mean? You have been gifted with a keen mind and a compassionate heart," Athena explained. "These are not burdens, but gifts. You see the world's pain because you are meant to help heal it. But how can I, a single raven, make a difference?" Corvus asked, his voice tinged with despair. Athena smiled. "You don't have to change the world all at once, Corvus. Start small. Use your wisdom to guide others, your voice to raise awareness, and your actions to inspire change. Even the smallest ripple can create waves across the ocean." Corvus pondered Athena's words. He realized that his sadness came from feeling helpless in the face of the world's problems. But now, he understood that he had the power to make a difference, no matter how small. Next day, Corvus flew through the forest not with sadness, but with a renewed sense of purpose. He helped guide lost animals back to their homes, warned others of dangers, and even spread seeds to help new trees grow. He spoke with other birds and animals, sharing his knowledge and encouraging them to be mindful of the world around them. Slowly but surely, the forest began to change. The trees stood taller, the river ran clearer, and the animals lived in greater harmony. And Corvus, he was no longer the lonely raven on the highest branch. He was now a leader, a guide, and a symbol of hope for all the creatures of the forest. Whenever he felt the weight of the world creeping back, So, whenever you feel sad or overwhelmed by the world, remember the story of Corvus the raven. Like him, you have the power to make a difference, no matter how small. Your actions, your voice, and your heart can create ripples that spread far beyond what you can see.